Have you ever wondered if someone was attacked by a horde of bunnies? Why Play-Doh exists? Or if someone could be afraid of an empty drinking glass? Let's find out here on Fun Facts with Alex. Hello. Just a quick note, the sound quality might not be that great because we actually are using FaceTime, Facebook Messenger's version of FaceTime, to be able to interact with our weekly hosts due to COVID-19 and the current state of affairs in the world. So stay safe out there, guys. I know it's tough, but we're here for you starting a podcast so that you guys can learn and we can enjoy our time together. I hope you enjoy the podcast and get ready to enjoy some hijinks and learn some fun facts with my friend Alex. What are you drinking?
Yeah, just a little old-fashioned here.
We both got whiskey-based drinks. I'm drinking a whiskey sour right now, so...
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
I might switch to a whiskey sour after this. I've got, everyone's going to judge me, but I have a box full of, the powdered sour mix. So I might just, for ease of simplicity, switch over to those.
Mine is literally just a couple ounces of lemon juice, some sugar, and some whiskey. Simplest whiskey sour I can come up with. All right, so yeah, there are three categories. Each one has three facts in it. One of the facts in each category is a lie. You get one official guess per category, but there's a hint per category and 150-50 per game. If you get at least two of the lies, you get to come back and try and come back at me with some of your own fun facts and see if you can stump me.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So the three categories for you here are, and you can choose whichever one you want to start with: history, household objects, and booze.
Let's go ahead and get the weakest one out of the way. Let's do household objects.
Household objects? All right. So what I'll do is I'll start by reading the actual three facts that I have sitting here. If you want the hint, all you got to do is ask for it. After you make your final guess, we'll go down through all of the individual facts and what makes them a fact and what makes them a lie, etc. The three facts in the household objects category are: 1. Bubble wrap started life as a textured wallpaper. 2. Play-Doh started life as wallpaper cleaner. And 3. Listerine started life as denture sealant.
Okay. So that was... Bubble wrap was originally a textured wallpaper. Play-Doh? Not silly putty, right?
Play-Doh.
Play-Doh was a wall cleaner. And then Listerine is a sealant for dental work? Or dentures,
dentures. Yep.
Stuff like that. Okay. Oh, shit. Can I swear on this?
No, absolutely.
Okay,
I'm going to put the big old fancy E on these, so...
Alright, yeah. Okay, well, let's see. And I have to determine the
lie.
Is false, right?
Yep.
Lie.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I can tell you right off the bat, with 100% certainty, that bubble wrap was originally a textured wallpaper. I saw that on Reddit today. I learned 12 years ago, and it just stuck with me. Or not 12 years, you know what I mean. Ages ago. Play-Doh, damn. I don't know, the only thing I remember about Play-Doh is eating it and it being salty, but...
That's pretty much all most people remember about it, and the distinct smell. Almost everyone can remember the distinct smell of Play-Doh.
I can't put that smell into words, but it
smells like Play-Doh. It doesn't smell like anything else.
Yeah. It's the tastes like chicken of the smell world. Damn, okay. So you can only tell me,
I can't really give you a lot. I can give you, the hint.
It's my knee-jerk reaction is that, Listerine dental sealant, that makes sense, because it's a mouth product, originally designed for a mouth, but got a second use, but at the same time, that seems like it's too easy. All right, so we Play-Doh as a... No, was it wallpaper specifically or wall cleaner?
Wallpaper, specifically.
Okay. Because I could see... Because that... No, sorry, once again, that's silly putty, right? That you put on, newspaper and it transfers the image?
Yeah. Yep.
Ah, damn. Because I was going to say, that would make sense. If someone has this putty and they put it on the wallpaper and then they take it off. It's like, oh, hey, here's the image, and then it's like, oh, a toy is born. But no, that's putty, not Play-Doh. I feel like, all right, I'm just going to take a stab at this. It might be your shortest episode, your inaugural episode being the shortest episode. I'm going to say the false fact in this category is that Listerine was a dental sealant.
Is that your final answer?
It's my final answer. We got 2 marks.
All right, you are correct. Listerine,
Oh, yeah?
Listerine was never a dental sealant. It was invented in the 19th century as a powerful surgical antiseptic. Later, it was sold in distilled form as both floor cleaner and a cure for gonorrhea. It didn't have a runaway success until the 20s, when it was pitched as a solution for chronic halitosis, a then obscured medical term for bad breath. Listerine's new ads featured a forlorn young man and woman eager for marriage but turned off by their mate's breath. In just 7 years after switching to being a mouthwash, the company's revenue rose from 115,000 to 8 million.
In 15 years?
7.
In 7 years?
Yep.
That's in 20s money?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Good on them, I guess. You said it was once upon a time used as a floor cleaner and gonorrhea medication?
Yeah. Floor cleaner and a cure for gonorrhea. Yep.
I wonder which came first, the gonorrhea cure or the floor medication.
Who knows? Play-Doh started off life as a wallpaper. Hello, this is Editing Connor. Just popping in really quickly here to correct past Connor. Play-Doh started off as a wallpaper cleaner, not as a wallpaper. Alright, back to the podcast. The putty-like substance was concocted by Noah McVicker of the Cincinnati-based soap manufacturer Q-Tol. It was devised and at the request of Kroger Company, like the grocery stores. They wanted a product that could clean coal residue off of wallpaper. However, following World War II, with the transition to natural gas heating, the decrease in internal soot made the wallpaper cleaner unessential. One of the McVicker's nephews was married to a school teacher named Kay Zufall, and she got a hold of it and found out that her kids in her class really liked to make little model art projects out of it. So they rebranded as a children's toy and dyed it, and the rest is history. The formula has changed over the years, notably that at one point they tried to diminish the smell in the, I want to say, like, early 2000s. They put out a Play-Doh that didn't smell like the original Play-Doh, and all of the parents had an absolute uproar. No, the Play-Doh is supposed to smell like this. Yeah, it was great. Because I remember my parents being mad about Play-Doh not smelling right in the early 2000s.
I can't recall my parents being upset about Play-Doh, but I would be a little taken aback if I bought Play-Doh for my children and it didn't smell like my childhood.
Right.
I mean, like that's half the experience of Play-Doh. Well, a third of it. You know, you smell it. You roll yourself out a couple Lincoln Logs, a couple snakes, what have you, and then you eat it, and then you're just like, wait, no, that tastes bad. Has it always been, I don't know if you know this.
It's always been non-toxic, yeah.
Non-toxic? Okay,
yeah.
Because I was going to say, like, you would think, like a cleaning product.
Actually, non-toxic was... Non-toxic, from what I read, was one of the specifications of the Kroger grocery company. They wanted it to be non-toxic as well.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I mean, like, it's cool that they had the foresight to look at that.
And then bubble wrap, did start off life as a textured wallpaper. In 1957, inventors Alfred Felding and Mark Chavannes, sorry if any of the children out there are listening to it, I do not know how to pronounce that last name, I do apologize, were attempting to create a three-dimensional plastic wallpaper. And although the idea was a failure, what they found was that the material that they made could end up being used as a packing material. And then Alfred Felding founded Sealed Air or something like that, Sealed Gas Company, and that's who makes and owns the official bubble wrap brand, Bubble Wrap, even to this day.
Okay.
Yeah. So you found one of the lies.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
All right, well, halfway there, 2/3 of the way, or 1/3 of the way there.
Yeah.
What have you? All right, so
history and booze.
History, eh?
Yeah.
Let's do booze before, and then we could just turn the last half of this into a very impromptu drunk history. All right, so what do you got for me for?
All right.
Booze?
So the 3 booze facts I have for you are: 1, in Russia, vodka is often chased with an olive. 2, there is a vineyard in the volcanic valleys of Lanzarote. Sure, that's how that's pronounced. And 3, cynosilicophobia is the fear of an empty glass.
Okay. Oh boy. There's a vineyard in the volcanic fields of what?
That's Lanzarote, Lanzarote.
And there's no country accompanying that.
It's an island in the Canary Islands. I think it's part of the French Canary Islands.
Oh, okay.
Just judging by the way that it's spelled. And
see, I was thinking it was like some like Eastern European, former Soviet bloc territory or something. So that, I mean, doesn't help me one way or another, but at least I know the Canary Islands aren't in the Eastern Bloc, so there's that. And then Russia chases vodka with pickles. No, olives. What you said, right?
yeah.
Olives are such a... I do not think of Russia when I think of olives. I think of, the Mediterranean. But... man. Okay. All right. I'll come back to that tidbit. And then the last tidbit was...
cynosilicophobia is the fear of an empty glass.
Cynosilicophobia?
Yeah. Or cynosilicophobia. Yep. The fear of an empty glass.
Fear of an empty glass. Because initially when you said that, it sounded like it would be spelled S-I-N and then the rest of it. And then S-I-N in Spanish and I think some other Romance languages. And don't quote me on this because I'm definitely not an expert. All my Spanish is just kitchen. I'm looking at my thumb out of my face, sorry. All my Spanish is just kitchen Spanish. But S-I-N means without. So, but it sounds like I'm gonna once again. All right, so we get one hint per topic, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
You would like the hint?
I will cash that tip in.
Oh,
right. For this subject.
Sorry, I can't find it on the page here. Oh, because I didn't write one down. So this one is just, I'm going to cut it down to a 50-50 for you here instead of the free 50-50 because I forgot to write a hint down. So that's my fault.
Okay. No worries.
There is actually a vineyard in the volcanic valleys of Lanzarote. So the fine ash soil in La Guira, Lanzarote, on the Canary Islands produces a sweeter variety of grape called a Malsava grape, and the grape makes up over 75% of the wine exports from that island.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right.
So
that's our guaranteed true.
That is a guaranteed true answer.
That on a tiny island in the Canary Islands, there is a vineyard.
Yep, a volcanic vineyard.
Cool. And then I think I'm going to say that, I want to say with certainty, Russians do not chase vodka with olives.
You are correct.
Yes.
According to Rebecca Bayuk at Ustanochika, I can't pronounce it. It is a Russian vodka manufacturer, actually based out of Russia. Pickles are the preferred chaser for vodka. In fact, pickling in general is very common in northern Russia due to the short growing season, as pickles can maintain some of the nutritional value of the original vegetables. However, the pickles that they chase it with isn't necessarily a cucumber pickle. It's literally any pickled thing. So, technically, the United States version of a pickled green olive is correct. It's just not quite true.
Traditional, okay, yeah.
And then Senosilicophobia, I can't find an actual, psychological resource stating whether or not this is true. But I did find several sites, all of which that were related to booze, that said it was true. This particular tidbit comes from thewinelady.com. Sufferers of cynosilicophobia experience the fear of seeing an empty glass. It may be a beer glass, a wine glass, or a cocktail glass, or any glass in the world. And a person who suffers this phobia feels uncomfortable when having an empty glass, and in worse situations may even become frustrated or angry.
It sounds like something that Ernest Hemingway made up so he can continue to pickle his liver.
It most certainly does, but also it's kind of fun.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, if my family didn't already have suspicions, unfounded suspicions, I may add, that I'm a alcoholic, I would definitely proclaim myself to be suffering from cynosilicophobia. Did I get it right?
Yeah, sure.
Ah, nailed it. But, again, the whole family thinks I'm a lush, so I'm not going to say it. All right. Cool.
All right, are you ready for history?
Yes, I am.
All right. So the 3 history facts I have for you here are pretty out there. Fact number 1. Napoleon was once attacked by a horde of bunnies. Bunnies. And rabbits. And, hares.
Okay.
Yep. Fact number 2. Pope Gregory the Ninth declared war on rats.
Okay.
And fact number 3. Australia held a war on emus. Those are the...
There's a theme within this category.
Yes, there is, because I started on a train and figured you would appreciate it.
First nature, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I do appreciate it. All right. Well, if we can write off the Australian emu war as being true. That was like the 30s, and they actually lost the war. The war, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
So that happened. It's wild. It's one of the reasons I want to go to Australia and also not. All right, so we're left with a pope declaring war on rats and Napoleon. I'm assuming the Napoleon.
Yeah.
Being hounded by an army of rabbits.
Yep.
I was going to say hounded by a harem of hares, but alliteration is cool, but it doesn't maintain the gravity of the situation.
A bombast of bunnies?
A bombast of bunnies. Oh, that works too. Okay, let's see. Would you be able to tell me when Pope Gregory, was it? Gregory the Ninth? Or the 8th? When he served? Served, is that the correct term for being a pope?
I'll tell you this. Between 1,000 and 1,500.
1,000 and 1,500. Okay.
He was in there.
He's in there. It's only 500 years. That's... How long did Pope serve for?
Not that long. They would die.
No. Yeah, that's fair. All right. Can I get a... Oh, we'll say that counts as a hint. I'm okay with that.
Well, I mean, I do actually have a hint written for this category.
Oh, all right, yeah, I'll take that hint then.
All right. Beleaguered birds, battling bunnies, and ruckus rats. One of these things is not like the other.
Well, I mean, bunnies and rats are mammals. Birds are obviously not. Oh, hold up a minute. I can throw this answer away because I got the other two correct, right?
Correct.
So, I mean, technically I'm the winner. But I want to say that the Pope declaring war on rats is true. I'm assuming it was around the bubonic plague era, so it was probably a population control of the rats to try and stem the spread of the plague.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
You are actually incorrect.
No way. Ah, damn it.
Pope Gregory IX declared war on cats, not on rats. On June 13th, in 1233, this war on cats led to a large portion of them being killed off out of fear of pushback from the church. This very action actually allowed the Black Plague to spread more rapidly as it was spread by the fleas on rats and mice, the exact prey that would have been kept under control had the cats remained alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, okay, so was the war on rats, was that like or war on cats, sorry, was that like they misattributed the plague to the cats, or was it just like they were seeing cats as just like a blanket omen of evil?
Yeah, it was a blanket omen of evil. Actually, Pope Gregory thought that black cats specifically were Satan, and said that Satan took the form of a cat sometimes.
I see.
Yeah, so everybody killed cats.
Damn. Okay.
I'm sorry.
So.
I promise, Kitty. We're going to be nice to you. All right. Napoleon was attacked by a horde of bunnies. According to Barbara Stepko of thevintagenews.com, in July of 1807, after signing a peace treaty between France and Russia, what was then Imperial France and the pre-whatever USSR was, Napoleon attempted to set up a celebratory rabbit hunt. Napoleon's men collected something like 3,000 rabbits from the surrounding area, including some of which were farm-raised. The day of the hunt, Napoleon and his guests eagerly awaiting the rabbits to be released were eagerly awaiting for the rabbits to be released. When they finally were, they expected the rabbits to scatter in all directions so that way they could hunt them. However, the opposite happened. The rabbits en masse headed directly for the nearest human. Try as they might to repel the fluffy horde, there was simply too many of them, and Napoleon fled by coach, propelling rabbits that had clung to him out the doors and windows. It turns out that the farmed rabbits were to blame. They were not afraid of people and assumed that these new people, like the farmers before them, were going to give them food.
Oh, no. Okay.
And then, Australia held the war on emus. In the 20s, after World War I had ended, it was actually closer to the 30s, but, after World War I had ended, during the Great Depression, out-of-work veterans were giving farmland. Shortly after the emus being at the end of their mating season, migrated to the coast and found their usual stomping grounds now a fertile, lush valley with edible crops. The new farmers, upset with the destruction of their crops, sought assistance from their enlisted military friends who brought machine guns down to kill the emus. Yeah. They ended up losing the war on emus because it rained the day before they were supposed to go mass shooting emus, and the emus spread out further because of the rain and the storm. So they ended up only killing a few hundred rather than several thousand, like they had intended to. Next time you're on, you can come up with some fun facts. If you want to, what we can do is so you don't have to come up with 9 different facts for me. You can come up with, a category of facts or 2, and I'll come up with a category of facts or 2, and we'll play swap facts,
kind of like
or we can
trade off.
Yeah, or
Okay.
we can
I was about to ask.
torture a friend or something.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. Well, thanks for having me on for this inaugural episode.
Well, thanks for
Hopefully,
being on. This show is recorded, produced, directed, and edited by Connor J. Cassidy, with music by Sounds Like Sanders. Our podcast is hosted on podserve.fm, and our music was found via soundstripe.com. Please follow us on all social media at funfactswith, and if you like the show, consider supporting us on Patreon. Thank you very much for listening, and until next time, have a nice day.